Good afternoon. Welcome to the Open Gate Show for September 10th. 10 race card. DK water provides much needed oxygen to the body and brain, aids in digestion, helps us maintain a healthy weight and tastes great. DK water never tastes flat or boiled. It makes for an excellent drinking experience and one that does wonders overall. Located at Two Creek Road, Kingston 6. You can call them 876-627-911425. That's 876-627-911425 or 876-802-5315. That's 876-807-5315. I challenge you to get the experience of DK spring water. I can assure you, you will like it. Everyone has a different journey, but like the Savior, trying to do good, most will have more haters than admirers. The righteous ones are few and will have to just be strong. As getting overwhelmed by what's happening in our world, the weak will succumb. Will the new status quo in our world get worse? Well, on the political statement, give the people what they want instead of what they need, will have to be digested, unfortunately, as it's all about getting back in the power seat or staying in power, which only allows a country to reach regrettable, irreversible levels. Horseman world is total horse racing. A businessman's world is business at all costs. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Well, let's get to the 10 race card. Post time for first race is 12 noon. And it attracted 9 declared starters for 5 and up, optional claiming 150 to 180,000. And maiden with 6-year-olds and up who haven't won 2 races, as well as maiden with 5-year-olds who are a maiden. All these horses have not earned 140,000 since May 10th, 2022. 800 meters straight or 4 furlongs straight. Number 1, Nasdaq Princess. 10-year-old mare who is inconsistent but could factor in the lower order of your exotics. Number 2, Money Marshall. Last 2 doesn't say much. Number 4, 4,000 has to be considered as he's fresh and is seen in good shape by the Open Gate Show. Number 5, Storming, here off a respite and could be a factor in the top 4, although running one decent race in ages. That was on the 26th of March, going 3.5 furlongs straight at 9 to 1 close. Well, stayed there to be third, a length behind Chief of State, Shaswinger. Number 7, Freedom for Ed, fairly consistent and should benefit being fresh and retaining a rider who knows him well. Number 8, Supreme Star. Last 2 were good displays, especially the latter on the 21st of August, going 3 furlongs straight at 22 to 1. Ran very well, up with the leaders and ended up third, a length behind Oka Umka and Slashinger. Number 9, that's Explosive Charge. Ain't an easy ride, but with his A game, if he can bring that tomorrow, he should be afforded a fair chance for a top 4 spot. Number 8, Supreme Star. Number 7, Freedom for Eds. Number 4, 4,000. Number 9, Explosive Charge. The Open Gate Show, shout out to Trader Noel Eniver, jockeys, veteran jockeys, Emilio Rodriguez, George Sang, Charles Hussey, Winston Ellis, Winston Norman Ford, Andrew Ramjeet, Winston Thompson, Mike Lee, Simon Husbands, Rajiv Miraj, Carl the Freitas, although not a Jamaican, but a Barbadian, a very good guy, Colin Ross, from Guyana, Sean Bridgman. This race goes 5 furlongs round, or 1,000 meters round, 6 declared, 4 here for leading trainer, Jason DaCosta. It's for Nailbread Trio, main special weight. Number 1, Dark Skin Girl, a debutant, born the 22nd of April, just and fillied by Bold Conquest out of Girl Talk by Fearless Vision. Elizabeth Ann DaCosta, owned and bred this horse. Her son Jason DaCosta trains. Steve Williams, the groom. Omar Simpson will ride. Brown Skin Girl will need time. Number 2, Talita. One of 2 here who made their debut on the 1st of August. This horse did well on debut at 4 to 5, up with the speed, and ended up 3rd, length and 3/4 to Legit Boss and Vitality. Experience is an asset and should be able to angle these. I'm talking Talita. Number 3, she's an Image, another debutant. This horse was born the 29th of March. A bay filly by Casual Trick out of Full Moon's Enough by Eve Had Enough. Elizabeth DaCosta owns, Jason DaCosta trains, Orange Valley Estates Limited bred this horse, Leon Walker, the groom. Female rider Abigail Abel gets the call. She's a mirage. Will need more time. Number 4, Roulet Boss will debut with the figure 8 and Lasix. Born the 30th of January, a bay court by Ed Fun, by My Heart Beat out of Woman Instinct. Rabalok Connections owns Dennis Tweed's train, Lakeland Farm bred. James Samuel, the groom, Omar Walker gets the call. Decent looking colt who has pleased in the morning and should do well. Number 4, Noisy Lady, she can run. And he's settling down a bit, as I mentioned when she ran on her debut, that she was a little fussy. Still a bit green to me, but I'm expecting an improved effort. Number 6, Wiz Kid, another debutant. This horse was born the 19th of April, a big court by Northern Giant out of Jamaican Joy by Alicius. Von White owned this horse, this Nicholas train, Wyeth 955 Limited bred. Terence Bloomfield, the groom. Jerome Ennis ride was looking good in July and early August, but I'm not sure I like its recent status and how he's carrying himself on the exercise track. Number 2, Talita. Number 4, Roulet Boss. Number 5, Noisy Lady. Number 6, Wiz Kid. That's the order of preference. 3rd race is a native bred trio maiden condition race. 8 declared. They go 7.5 furlongs or 1,500 meters. Number 2, Secret Emperor, has been improving in his races and can't complain much now. Shane Ellis, he stays. Number 2, Niolai, one of 2 here for the champion trainer Anthony Nunes. Really looked a different horse with the figure 8 on Saturday. Last Saturday, that is the 3rd of September. Gallop out the gates, first 4 and 47 2/5, putting up in 101 and 3/5. Number 4, Storm will come. Well, will surely come one day. It's stretching out in distance for this. Number 10, Don Vincenzo, lack speed, but will be closing fast and could even show improvement to fight this out. Number 8, Anchorman gets Anthony Thomas. Kevin Foster was aboard this horse on last. And, he opted to ride Storm Come. Can't see how he sits level with Secret Emperor when he was beaten by that one in all encounters. One of these, number 3, Nialai, from number 8, Anchorman. Number 6, Don Vincenzo. Number 2, Secret Emperor. The Open Gate Show, shout out to trainer Barry Dawes, Ethan Thomas, Michael Silvero, Harry Jagai, jockeys Donovan Lindo, Patrick Bedford, Carl Brown, D. Scorcher McKenzie, Percy Williams. Race 4 goes 6.5 furlongs or 1,300 meters, 9 declared for native bred 5s and up, who haven't won 2 races, and imported 5s and up, who has only won 1 race. Number 1, Duke of Springs. One is only race at this distance, and racing with identical racing equipment as he will carry tomorrow. But you'll find 1 or 2 here tough. Number 2, Jolly's Dream, should get on the board and could even close for higher placings. Number 3, my time now. Last 5 races were below standard. It ain't the first time he's coming off a layoff and yet to show much. Number 4, Mr. A. Inconsistent thought, but gets Anthony Thomas. Number 5, Daytona Belle. Her odds in last 8 starts says she has serious issues. Her last 2 weren't all that bad though. Number 8, Bubba Salt won easily last time he ran. That was on the 21st of August, going 5.5 furlongs, pulled away to win by 13 lengths, beating Julius P. and audibility not much. If that's a signal he's physically okay, then he has a good chance to make this 2 in a row. Number 9, Toughness should fight this out as handicaps, jockeys, and distance suits his horse well. I'm still number 9, Toughness from number 3, my time now, reluctantly. Then number 4, Mr. A. Number 5, Daytona Belle. Number 1, Duke of Springs. DK water provides much needed oxygen for the entire body and brain, aids in digestion, helps us maintain a healthy weight and tastes great. DK water never tastes flat or boiled. It makes for an excellent drinking experience and one that does wonders overall. Located at 2 Cliff Road, Kingston 6, you can call them 876-627-911425. That's 876-627-911425 or 876-807-5315. This race goes 5 furlongs straight or 8,000 meters straight. And we have 9 horses declared to run here. Number 1, Alex's Dream, already won with the tongue tie on, which has been off for quite a while. Alex's Dream will have a tongue tie refitted by trainer Gary Sobrati tomorrow. A could factor in the low order of your top 5. Number 2, Affairs, up in grade fit, and should relish this route for a low exotic spot. Number 3, Taurus Boy, got bounced out twice in that last race that he ran on the 20th of August, going 5.5 furlongs, finishing 4.5 lengths behind Super Duper and company. Taurus Boy has a unique action, and any interference surely will impede his stride. Not looking in great condition recently. I'm talking the past week or so, 2 weeks or so. Regardless, is one of the top 3 to decide the outcome of this race. Number 4, She's So Fabulous, has speed, which is an asset for this route. Number 5, Royal and Regal, super fit colt who sits well with these. Number 6, Unruly Boss, much race colt whose last 2 were poor, gets a change of trainer since last race. That was 2 weeks ago. Let's see if that helps. Number 8, Magical Mood, speedy sort who loves the straight and gets first time figure 8 on. Top 4, number 5, Regal and Royal rather. Number 3, Taurus Boy. Number 4, She's So Fabulous. Number 8, Magical Mood. Number 2, Affiliates for the low exotics. The Open Gate shout out to Howard Abrams, veteran horse racing broadcaster, an analyst, commentator, and he and his family have done a lot for horse racing. I remember his father introduced the Appleton Bowl, one of the most expensive trophy ever to run at Caymanas Park, and a race that every year we look forward to, and that was out the straight. Those were the days when Horseman runs racing and had racing interest at heart. Also shout out to veteran jockey Lancet Frey, Horseman Daniel Inchy Harvey, veteran jockey Kingsley Beckford, Ian Ashmole, Suit, Chucky Brown. 6th race, 14 furlongs, 14 meters, 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs, 4 trails and up, optional claiming 300 to 40,000. With native bred 6 years and up, who hasn't won 4 races, 11 declared here. Number 2, Laser Light gets a slight pull in the scales. Number 3, he can dance, seen in decent condition, and his consistency takes him in the top 3, surely. Number 4, Thunder Strikes until the Thomas rides again. 8 of his last 10 starts. The champion jockey is aboard this horse. Well, should have a chance if fully focused. Number 10, Dee's Choice, Shade Ellis Stays. Number 11, Subby. His June 20th victory, if duplicated, can fight this out. Number 5, sorry, what am I saying? Number 5. Number 3, he can dance. Number 10, Dee's Choice. Number 11, Subby. Number 4, Thunder Strike. Definitely the top 4. One of those should win. Number 2, Laser Light, should be in the lower mix. Race 7 for imported trios and up, who hasn't won 3 races, and the native trios and 4-year-olds who haven't not won 4 races. 9 declared, 5 from round or 1,000 meters round. Number 1, power ranking, obviously a sorted out animal of late, and should impact in the top 3 or 4. Number 2, Madeline Sunshine, had her win streak broken 2 months ago and returning to compete with a few very fit opponents. Has the potential to do well, as she's working very good. But to win this has to improve. Number 3, Goliath the Great. His last display is a concern, but the blinkers are returned. Number 5, Talano, well-bred US filly whose workout are okay. He's coming off a hiatus. Her value will be tested. Let's see. Number 6, Luxol, should be there somewhere in the top 4. Number 8, Lacrime, won well and last after breaking awkwardly. Paper light and up in grade, and you dare not ignore, especially if it rains. Number 9, Yellowstone, gets another chance to try being yellow to turn to golden for connections. One of these, number 1, power ranking. Number 8, Lacrime. Number 2, Mountain Sunshine. Number 6, number 9 rather, Luxol. Number 5, Talano. Race 8 for children up, the claiming race, $600 to $700,000. 5 from straight over 1,000 meters rate, 10 declared. Number 1, Sudden Flight, loves the straight, but even though Fit has it all to do, especially from his inside draw, should, however, maintain, well, get a low exotic placing, seeing that he's fit. Number 3, Circle, Anthony Thomas remains. Number 5, Custer, can figure in the low segment of the top 5. Number 6, Lightning McQueen, recent 2 displays weren't encouraging. Number 7, Talos, his issue is his only danger here. Number 9, Burning Red, surprisingly he's back to $750,000 claim. Anyway, I'm selecting number 7, Talos. Hopefully his legs hold out to beat number 3, Circle. Number 5, Custer. Number 6, number 9, Burning Red. Number 6, number 1, Sudden Flight. The penultimate race, race 9, it's the feature race, the non-such sprint trophy, named after one of the best horses to have raced locally, especially how he shouldered heavyweights, allotting so much to opponents and winning. 6 furlong road, 1,200 meters, 10 declared. Number 1, Mahogany. It's been a while we have not seen a top horse allowing lumps of weight to all opponents. This is how you judge a horse being called great. Well, he has to win. And I'm thinking he can win. I can't understand horses, well, a horse carrying level weights with old horses or horses from the same stable and winning, and then people are going to regard that horse as the greatest horse ever to race at Caymanas Park. Totally baloney. Anyway, let's get back to the race card. Number 2, King Arthur, one of intended 4 Hereford trainer Jason Acosta, but it's more than likely King Arthur will be a late on starter. Number 3, Makeup Artist has a feather to tote. Number 4, I'm Fred has to come better than his last 3 performances showed. Number 5, Duke, nicely handicapped to offer the fight to Mahogany. Number 7, God of Love, 7 kilos overweight for the services of the Cardenos. See, I'm always saying that we don't have enough jockeys because with these handicaps, and then you have to go so much overweight to get an accomplished rider. It's totally a joke. And the horsemen or whoever, well, how much horsemen are left that has the power? We need to make some corrections to the conditions as well as lots of other things in our horse racing at Caymanas Park. But I'm only me. Yeah, God of Love, anyway, is a consistent campaigner in the top class. Bear that in mind, most of these horses are just coming up to this class. So you have to make sure you look, especially those who are going to play the high five. Number 8, Curtis Affair, useful colt who could get an exotic slot in the lower order. Number 9, Race Car, looking in the pink of condition in the mornings. Should run creditably, up, even though up in class. Top 3, number 1, Mahogany. That's the one I'm expecting to win. Number 5, Duke. Number 9, Race Car. Then you have number 7, God of Love. And number 8, Curling Affair. Final race. Well, the Open Gate Show. To all horsemen who are trying to better our local horse racing, where all can benefit. It's a shame there's only a handful left. Shout out to you, gentlemen, and even ladies as well. At this time, I should give a shout out to a veteran trainer, Vin Edwards. 7.5 furlongs is the final race, and 14 horses were declared. Number 1, Let Him Fly, hasn't flown in the last 2 races. Interesting, he gets Dane Dawkins, and that's a pivotal info. Number 2, Bird Notice, shocking, is in a claiming race. Still, I'm expecting Bird Notice to make notice of his presence and fight this out. Number 6, About a Bullet, Old Stager, who could fire against these. Number 7, Tomahawk, was a late starter August 4th and is just returning. Number 8, Uncle Frank, did okay on last, albeit that was out the 5 furlong straight course. Number 9, Jordan Strike, stepped up again on the exercise track. This former Derby winner could get into the top 4. Number 10, It's a Boy, won at this journey and should be able to fight this out based on the performance on the 30th of June. Sorry, on the 10th of July. In that good win when closing to beat Press Conference and Classical Order. I'm selecting number 2, Bird Notice. From number 10, It's a Boy. Number 6, that's Another Bullet. Number 4, Atlantic Blue, who I should have mentioned is looking in improved condition. Number 1, Let Him Fly. But Jones Strike should or could be in the top 3. DK Water provides much needed oxygen to the entire body and brain, aids in digestion, and helps us maintain a healthy weight, and tastes great. DK Water never tastes flat or boiled. It makes for an excellent drinking experience and one that does wonders overall for your body. Located at 2 Grief Road, Kingston 6. Call them 876-627-91145. That's 876-627-91145 or 876-807-5315. That's 876-807-5315. Good luck and hope that you stock up and drinking DK water. Time, the humidity is as such, and what else to purchase than the best available water, DK spring water. Take care. Join me next week when I will try to help you with the weekend card we'll have in Saturday and Sunday races.